Get ready. We're slipping into your living room with a face full of fun. It's gonna knock you off your feet. Heck, it'll knock everybody off their feet. So get ready to flip and hit the ground running for some of life's funniest moments. We've got the ultimate brain freeze, a kid who slides with ease, and a dog who prunes trees. So jump for joy. There's laughter ahoy. We're swinging into your living room with some of life's funniest moments. They say it's not the heat, it's the humidity, which is never a problem when you like it cold. It's rare that you can experience the thrill of victory and the agony of defeat within 5 seconds of each other. But David here has it covered. Be careful, with no skates on, you could slip on the ice. Of course, having skates on is no cure-all either. Bertha was looking for gold in the sledding competition, but she wound up taking the bronze in the luge. Budget cuts halted production on the Friendship Bridge, but it's still finding ways to bring people closer together. Dimitri's mom made him bring his little brother along when he went sledding, but he didn't mind. It just meant his sled had a front airbag. Daddy just wanted his headache to go away. Maybe a trip to the park with the kids would do the trick. Daddy just wanted his fat lip to go away. Troy wanted to ride his boat into the river, but he doesn't own a boat, so he settled for his motorcycle. And by getting all that water in his engine, he no longer owns a motorcycle. He owns a motorcycle-shaped paperweight. Some people see the future of the human race. I just see some kids. Mommy liked to dress Mark and Mike exactly alike, so how can you tell them apart? Looks like Mark has got that part covered. He might look clean cut, but that Mark can really play dirty when he wants to. This dog is a master of close calls. You see that? He misses the baby every time. Of course, there's also the possibility that his calculations could be slightly off. like now. This doggy wants to help with the laundry, but this girl isn't done wearing those pajamas. I guess this dog's gonna have to fluff and fold somebody else. It was going to be at least 13 years until Fred's junior prom, but he believed in being prepared. In fact, he's already got his eyes on a special girl to ask. Mom.
Put that Easter egg in the basket. Atta boy!
Little Anthony is great at finding these eggs, but not so great at carrying them around. The good news is, if Anthony keeps dropping those eggs, this Easter egg hunt will never end.
Hey, get that right there, fella. Right there it is. Put it in the basket. No, you missed it. Hey!
Timmy wants to hit the open road, but his dog Luke has other ideas. Good thing this car is foot-powered. The weight from Luke would really hurt the gas mileage. Mommy told Crystal that she had to put all of her toys away before lunch. Let's hope Mommy finds Crystal before dinner. There's nothing cuter than puppies, and there's nothing grouchier than sleeping babies. When the two of them collide, there can only be one winner. Everyone watching. Kelly was having a hard time figuring out this slide thing, but luckily Mom was there to help. There you go, Kelly. Whoa, looks like Kelly's having a hard time with that swimming thing as well. Coming up, a pummel horse pile-up and a one-wheel wipeout. When we return with more of life's funniest moments. Welcome back to Life's Funniest Moments. These athletes strive to perform at the peak of their potential. For laughter. All right, it looks like things are going well, but the key is going to be Jimmy. Jimmy's had a tough time nailing this routine in practice, and wait, here comes Jimmy. Yep, Jimmy is definitely the key.
Make it go, good girl, make it go.
There's no I in team, unless you're playing tetherball. Wait a minute, there's no I in tetherball either. Note to this boy's future grandkids. Yes, the story he keeps boring you with is true. He once hit a half-court shot to win a game. We're replaying it once, happily. He'll replay it for you the rest of your lives. With their first-round draft pick, most teams want to draft the best athlete available. And Scooter here certainly qualifies. With that vertical leap, he could dunk on anyone.
Good boy. High five. High five. Good boy. Okay. Munchie. Down.
You can't teach an old dog new tricks, especially when another dog keeps getting in the way.
Munchie. High five. High five, Munchie. No. Munchie. High five, Munchie. Come on, Munchie. Munchie.
Jeremy likes sledding, but what he really likes is the stopping. If life gives you lemons, make lemonade. If your dog gives you lemons, wash them before you make the lemonade. Green fees are so outrageous these days that Jasper is taking advantage of the $10 discount you get for playing while the sprinklers are on. But what he saves on the links, he pays double for dry cleaning. Bernice loves water skiing, but ironically, she hates water, which means she would do anything to keep from getting wet. Mission accomplished. This guy forgot his water skis at home, so he decides a picnic table will fill in nicely. Very resourceful. That is, until the park ranger finds out. A friend in need is a friend indeed, but a friend with feathers makes us all laugh togethers. How cool is this? This bird makes a noise when he sees something he likes. And judging from the sounds he's making, he likes everything he's seeing.
You're so good. You're so fun. All right, here we go again.
This bird is jumping to see that guy's bald spot, then teasing the guy by puffing up his own head feathers. He's like an insult comic who sleeps in a cage. Rub-a-dub-dub, this bird's in the tub. His mother told him to wash behind his ears. He's been in there for a half an hour trying to find them. If you thought we were moving smoothly earlier, we're really rolling now. This guy thinks his unicycle is superior to all four-wheeled vehicles. The truck disagrees. If you're under 10 years old, roller skating is a lot of fun for you. If you're over 30 years old, roller skating is a lot of fun for us. Coming up, stroke, stroke, flip. And dance, dance, slip. When we return with more of life's funniest moments. Welcome back to Life's Funniest Moments. On this show, IQ stands for incredibly crazy. Persistence is the key to success. And for this high IQ'd pooch, it's also the key to freedom. The smart part for this dog isn't getting the beer, it's knowing to get a light beer so his lazy master doesn't put on weight. The hard part for this dog is carrying around change for this machine without having pockets.
Mr. Toby.
Attention, police want you to be on the lookout for a dastardly four-legged pickpocket. Suspect is considered to be armed and adorable.
There's the money.
Do not trust him, no matter how cute he might be.
Oh, there you go.
Well, the game is on and these squirrels are getting ready for a party. Looks like that box of nuts will cover all the catering. Now they're sending up the beverages. It's gonna be a rager. The canoe race is always a hit at the company picnic, but it always seems like there's one team that pulls away from the pack. And this is not that team. Is that a canoe or a cannot? That might be a canoe, but this is getting canold. Do you take these clips for better or worse, richer or poorer, in sickness and in health? Trust me, you do. Romance isn't dead, it's just been modified. Now, if you're going to put your woman on a pedestal, you need to make sure she has something soft to land on. Sorry, at this dance, there'll be no cutting in. Jack and Kate were meant for each other. They shared a love of duets, formal gatherings, and a hatred of cameramen. Their kids are gonna be so cute. Wedding day nerves can make even the coolest customer sweat, like this groom, for instance. Just knowing he's going to be with the love of his life till death do they part has him sweating like a politician in a courtroom. But lucky for him, she's always prepared. Talk about made for each other. I just hope she's got a squeegee in there. Looks like a routine traffic stop, but this traffic stop would affect these two people for the rest of their lives. Would they be forced to walk a straight line, recite the alphabet, or was their crime more heinous?
It's out of Dallas, Texas. Something about the fraudulent use of a credit card. Kim International out of Dallas, something like that, is complaining on it. The bond is $100,000.
Whatever they've done, these two are going to receive a life sentence.
I'm going to have to take you guys in, or I guess the only other option is you can marry this guy.
Of joy. Yep, these two are going to be handcuffed together for all eternity. They have the right to remain in love.
Am I gonna have to take you in? Okay, that's nice.
Coming up, mustache washes, €1. When we return with more of life's funniest moments. Welcome back to Life's Funniest Moments. Jethro was so excited he couldn't stand it. He'd never been off the farm before. Even more exciting than the trip was staying in a fancy hotel. This one even had a fountain in the bathroom.
There we go.
If he had some change to throw in there, I'll bet he'd wish that hadn't happened. See you next time.